So we head on back down to Maryland where we skate 2 more skate parks. One that you saw before, one that's brand new that just got renovated in April 2025. So check out my review on it for right now. Tucked in the woods of this random park in Annapolis, Maryland, is this 15,000 foot concrete park that just got renovated in April of 2025. I believe there was like kind of like a prefab DIY kind of situation going on there. And with the help of the state of Maryland donating some money, and I think it cost a total of like $450,000, they got a brand new park. We skated at the Terrapin Skatepark, which actually we go and skate that before we go here. So here's a couple clips from Terrapin while you're waiting. We had made the decision to go on skate Terrapin and then maybe go check out the other 2 new parks. And Terrapin, the first time we had went, was completely empty. And this time we went, it seemed like, you know, the word got out or something, because that place was absolutely packed this time. So Terrapin, you could watch me fail completely miserably trying to alley-oop soul around this curve thing. And I'm like, oh, I didn't even realize you could do it. And I'm like, oh, that looks like fun. And I sold it, and then I tried to alley-oop soul, and I just like kept getting to a certain point and falling miserably. And you know, it was one of the hottest days again for some. Apparently, me and Jim just picked the hottest days to go down south and skate. So I did that, and then ended up skating a little bank the rail just to get the blood flowing a little bit before I knew we were going somewhere else. Gave it this half week front torque to front backslide. I tried to give the little pop out to like show you I had a little bit of control on the backslide. I wasn't just holding it there, but it is what it is. Couldn't really cruise around because there were so many people. Wanted to get more clips of Terrapin, but we decided to get a hike and get on to the middle of nowhere park. So Annapolis, Maryland, I've never been there before. It was my first like go around, and then we just pull into the woods and we see it. And where some people or some skate parks, there's just like trash everywhere, and you don't even have it. You can't even find wax, let alone a broom. And it's just like, I guess whoever is building the skate parks is doing a lot of the same work, but the Terrapin Skatepark is fantastic. This skate park, the Truxtun Skatepark. So let's get on the history of it. So it had a major glow up in 2025 thanks to a $437,000 renovation, which is, you know, quite a lot. Which I thought, to be honest with you, skate parks might cost a couple million, but maybe I'm wrong. And then the state of Maryland gave $50K, and then a family actually started a GoFundMe, and they raised another $50K. So the whole community pretty much got together to get this done. It's a tribute to Tamron Barish, a local skater that passed away in 2021. And it's actually called Overflow, apparently, from the history of it. So it's Truxtun Skatepark, or Overflow as they want to call it down there, but it's in Annapolis, Maryland. I'm gonna go say again, like, these parks, in terms of just fun, they're just a step above the other parks that you usually get. Because you know, like, sometimes you travel to a park and it's just like, it's like there's a couple things that are fun there, but it's just like they have no flow, and there's just something wrong with them, or they're too crowded. And it's just like, go to these parks and it's like they use like way better, like the rails are all the same and they're all really good. Whereas like up here you'll get like the sticky rail, or the weird like hollow rail where it don't slide as fantastic as the other ones. Or we get like the crap ledges that are already chunked, like the ones at Payne's. And these ones are just like, you go and it's like fun. Like, damn, why don't I have something like this in my area? But it was funny because it was like, first glance you would be like, I don't want to skate it, but I guess I'm gonna like, what did it look like before? Let's do this. I'm looking at the website right now, and it's just it's an absolute glow up from what they had before. It's actually insane. They had like pretty much a DIY kind of thing where it was just concrete on the ground, poured in like that curved quarter pipe. But man, what a fantastic upgrade! They poured the whole ground, whereas one piece. Truxtun Skatepark, 10 out of 10. Must visit, especially if you're gonna do you should actually just do the loop of because we skated another skate park actually afterwards, but we didn't get any clips there. But we did like a little loop around, so you can kind of like you know, bang that, and then flip back up if you're coming back up the East Coast. But man, I wish these parks were closer to us. I would say the best thing there is the one ledge on the ground. It reminded me of like kind of like a Whitehall, but it was like more of an angle iron kind of Whitehall ledge. But the cool thing was it had a quarter pipe from one side and a quarter pipe from the other side. This is an ongoing theme of what I like to skate. Also, right there was that little bank to ledge. I didn't skate that at all, really, because I didn't really want to. The bank to regular ledge that I have a bunch of clips on is probably one of those best ones I've ever skated, especially with the fact that it throws you kind of back into the quarter pipe to where you have to like control it and get back up and then get your speed back. And the only negative is it kind of takes away from hitting it on the right side, but the fact that it kind of lets you launch off and into the bank on the right side, I think adds to the, like, yeah, do you want to hold it for 600 feet sometimes? Sure, but it makes it more fun that you can kind of like hit it, grab it, and like fly into that bank, and it's just like, you know, it just feels really nice, I would say. Left side of the park, you kind of hit the bank to rail, which is fun, and then Jim was hitting the rail, and then he was hitting over into the quarter pipe, and just, I don't know, it's just one of those parks that, it's kind of, if it was a Philly comparison, it reminds me of like the size of like a Granahan. But Granahan's set up where it has like a really high quarter pipe, but it's cool. And then it just goes into like stuff on the ground, and then like a really low, dumb, like 2 foot high curved quarter pipe that like you have all the speed that you get from the quarter pipe, and then you go to that, and it's like. But this park, if you have the chance to, if you're driving down, maybe on vacation, going to Myrtle Beach, you're coming up from the south, maybe you're going to New York City, absolutely check Annapolis Skatepark. They did a fantastic job. Whoever built it, fantastic, great material. The ground feels amazing. The ground dried pretty fast too, because it actually rained in the morning when we were at, and it was kind of like, you know, humidity, dewy when we got down there, so there was a wet puddle, but it was actually dried up by the like time we were done skating it. If you're familiar with Whitehall in Philadelphia, they built the long bank to ledge, but this one's a way better version. It's a lot sharper. That was the one thing I did notice. I was getting like completely, I missed an Alumacchio one time, and I thought my whole leg was going to be split open. And I'm actually like, oh, actually, I still got a bruise. That's pretty bad. Again, we'll show that right here. But it sticks out a little bit, but it's sharp at the same time. So like if you dig your sole plate a little too far into it, you're kind of like getting your sole plate like cut a little bit. It's like one of those where you just have to put like a little dab of wax every once in a while. We had it pretty much to ourselves. But if you enjoyed these tricks and you enjoyed this little skate park review, whether or not you should waste your time to go down there, they have great food down there too, and it seemed like a great community. People were nice. 60% of my viewers are not subscribed. So please hit that subscribe, hit that like button if you enjoyed. It just helps the algorithm find my videos a little bit easier, and it allows me to make better content in the future. So, till that, thank you for watching.